Hi, this is Rhett Butler from mangabay.com, and here's a look at what happened this week in forests. The death toll from flash floods in Wasur, West Papua, Indonesia, has now topped 150. Environmentalists say heavy logging in the region contributed to the disaster, which blocked access to the town. Some of the injured were evacuated by helicopter. Khalid Muhammad, chairman of the Green Indonesia Institute, an activist group, said logging, mining, and conversion to plantations in the province of West Papua currently accounts for roughly a quarter of Indonesia's total deforestation. Khalid said the West Papua government has granted logging concessions on 3.5 million hectares, mineral and coal mining concessions on 2.7 million hectares, oil and gas exploration licenses on 7.1 million hectares, and plantation concessions on 219,000 hectares in the province. A new study in the journal Biological Conservation shows that edge forests and forest patches are more vulnerable to burning because they are drier than intact forests. Using 8 years of satellite imagery over the East Amazon, researchers found that desiccation penetrated anywhere from 1 to 3 kilometers into forests, depending on the level of fragmentation, increasing the risk of fire. According to a 2008 study, every year, some 70,000 square kilometers of forest in the Brazilian Amazon are degraded by logging or turned into edge forest. Brazil will auction large blocks of the Amazon rainforest to private companies as part of an effort to reduce demand for illegal logging. The government will grant up to 11 million hectares of forest over the next 5 years. Existing concessions cover only 150,000 hectares of the Amazon, yet Brazil is the world's largest producer of tropical timber, mostly due to unlicensed logging. The hope is private management can improve governance in a region where most logging is illegal. Supporters see reduced impact logging as a way for standing forests to generate revenue without compromising the resource base in the long term. They hope it could stabilize the frontier, where most deforestation occurs. Critics fear the plan, if not managed properly, could usher in a new wave of deforestation and leave the Amazon at greater risk of fire and drought. Brazil will launch a new high-resolution deforestation monitoring system that will be capable of detecting forest clearing under cloudy conditions. INDICAR, or the Imaging and Radar Deforestation Indicator, is being developed to improve Brazil's already world-class deforestation monitoring capabilities. It will, in near real time, identify areas of deforestation above 10 hectares, a significant improvement from the current system. The system will use data from the Japanese space agency's ALOS satellite, which is equipped with both cloud-penetrating radar and optical sensors. Currently, Brazil monitors deforestation year-round, but does its annual accounting at the end of July, when cloud extent is at a minimum in the Amazon. More than 7,300 climate action events took place on October 10th, after a campaign by 350.org, a group working to create political movement towards reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Dubbed the Global Work Party, participants were encouraged to dig community gardens, install solar panels, plant trees, clean up beaches, and other good works for the environment. Researchers identified a previously unknown species of carnivore lurking in one of the world's most endangered lakes. Durrell's Vansira, named in honor of the late conservationist and writer Gerald Durrell, was first photographed swimming in Madagascar's Lake Alaout in 2004. Subsequent surveys by scientists confirmed the cat-sized, mongoose-like creature was indeed a new species. Durrell's Vansira is the first new carnivorous mammal discovered in Madagascar in 24 years. The lake is Madagascar's largest and most endangered. Sedimentation from deforested watersheds, pollution from pesticides and fertilizers, and burning and agricultural conversion of the lake's reed beds have left its ecosystem in dire straits. A 50-kilometer-long logjam blocked the Rajang River in Sarawak, a state in Malaysian Borneo, bringing river traffic to a standstill last week. The source of the logs and debris is believed to be a major timber camp in the upper parts of the watershed. Heavy rain reportedly triggered a landslide, or landslides, at log ponds at the camp. Irresponsible loggers in the region have been blamed for the incident. Sarawak's chief minister is currently implicated in a corruption scandal involving his ownership of millions of dollars worth of property in the United States and Canada. These properties are thought to be linked to payments from Samling, a Sarawak logging company. A new report produced by the WWF, the Zoological Society of London, and the Global Footprint Network estimates humanity is living well beyond its means in terms of resource consumption. The assessment, entitled The Living Planet Report, finds that humanity is currently consuming the equivalent of 1.5 planet Earths every year for its activities. The report estimates that at current rate of consumption, humanity will need 2 planets by 2030. And those are some of the highlights for this week. If you're interested in learning more, please check out mangabay.com. Thank you for watching.